Hey everybody, how you doing today? Ram is Jet here. This is day 26 out of 90 straight days. I'm putting up videos for you. I figured this would be a nice background just to switch it a little bit. See a guy behind me, I'm not quite sure what it's about. He's got shackles on, he's kind of strapped there. Because a lot of us are stuck with shackles, be it in our jobs, in our mind. And I just kind of figured out, I'll put this in the background while I go ahead and give you the video of the day. So I was listening to the Inner Circle. For those who are in Empower and the BIM, Big Idea Mastermind, you know about the Inner Circle. Basically, those top earners who are giving you insight, information, and little tips on how to motivate you towards your progression. You know, it's a great thing, and it just kind of triggered this experience that I had probably about 2 years ago. I figured it would be fitting for the video of the day. So, the topic is why you shouldn't judge a book completely by its cover. You know, so about 2 years ago, I was in a doctor's office waiting for my appointment. You know how it is when you get that 2 o'clock appointment, but you don't see the doctor until like 2:45 or so. And there's a couple people in there, and you kind of strategize about where you want to sit, not too close to somebody, give somebody enough room, but still be able to be social a little bit, And there was a guy in there, middle age, maybe in the mid-50s or so, kind of in a warm-up outfit. And he looked like he could have been a cousin of mine. And and DC's kind of small, so I was thinking, oh, well, maybe I'll sit in the middle, just a couple seats away. And we started off a little conversation. Hey, how's the weather? Yeah, it's real humid, so we stuff in the summer. And then as time goes on, because I'm waiting probably about a half an hour for my actual doctor's appointment, we started talking about politics a little bit, which is not something I normally talk about with individuals early in the relationship, but yet we're both DC natives, and it was kind of one of those things that we both understood where we were coming from, because we've seen the change of the actual city. So eventually we get to the point, talking about careers. At that point in time, I was working 60 hours a week in a manual labor job. I was like, yo, I am not trying to do 60 hours a week for 20-something years. And he was like, oh yeah, he just retired a year and a half ago from being a Metro driver. He was a Metro driver for 26 years. I thought that was kind of cool. I figured he met a lot of different people while being a Metro driver, so he probably has a certain level of communicational skills. I would love to pick up something from him. So it was like, I'm retired that a year and a half ago, but I still have some things, a little side gig, he pronounced it. I have a side gig on the side. It's just something that, keeps me happy and buy my little toys and everything. So I was curious. He was like, hey, you look like an rambunctious, young guy. Maybe you might want to try this out, Didn't tell me what it was. Didn't let me know about anything. He just told me where to meet. It was at a club somewhere in the Southwest, but it was at 7 o'clock, so there obviously wasn't a club at the time. They were using it for something else. So I was like, okay, sure, I went there after work, and tired and beat, because I'm working 60 hours a week, so it comes out to like 12 hours a day, And at that point in time, I was still smoking cigarettes, so I didn't really know anybody. I dressed semi-casual, sat outside at the event, or at the place, just smoked a cigarette and relaxed, because I didn't want to be too early, because I didn't know anybody, but I was kind of looking for the guy that I met at the doctor's office. So I'm waiting, and it's probably about 10 minutes before the event starts, and I see people starting to talk, like something's about to happen, or someone's about to show up, and I'm wondering, who's about to show up, So next thing you know, I see this platinum colored Bentley coming up in here. And I'm like, oh, look at this nice car. And I just noticed the car. I'm not thinking about who's driving it. And I'm just like, oh, that's a really nice car. Lo and behold, the gentleman I met at the doctor's office stepped out of the platinum Bentley with a tailored suit, well-dressed, lady by his side. And it was just like, wow, I had no clue you were obviously someone of this stature, because I'm thinking, you retired from Metro. I mean, obviously, I'm thinking you just got a pension or something. So they go in there, it's a different company, they give their little spiel and how he used to be a Metro driver, and he comes along. But the moral of the story is, you never know what you're going to get from an individual when you speak to them. And it made me think of Dave Sharp and Dave Wood, who does a lot of the inner circles sometimes, and they introduct. And it's funny because a lot of them, they'll wear a t-shirt like I am and shorts, and that's what they do every single day. And these people are making tens of thousands of dollars every month. It's hilarious to me. And I just want to remind you that regardless, if you run into somebody, take something from the information, because you never know what you might actually receive and be able to use it in your business and your endeavor and whatever you may be trying to accomplish. It's just the thought of the day. I'm Ram Jet. This is day 26 out of 90. I approve this message. Now, if you actually have any questions about Big Idea Mastermind or Empower, you can definitely click the link below. Contact me. Got a couple books I would highly suggest. It might motivate you to start doing something as well. And I would just love to make you make a comment on this video, as well as the multiple other videos I have up there. And I'll definitely maybe even use that information for another video. I'm Ramajit. I approve this message, and I'll see you next time. Peace.